Tarun, you are really one of the pioneers in the fashion industry in our country. Tell me how fashion has evolved in India.
Oh my God, it's evolved. I can't even seem to draw a straight line from what it was in the beginning, where it was exhibitions. And really what it has is it's come of age because now there's a kind of professional retail. It's not about designers sitting and just tailoring clothes for people. In fact, that happens very little, and really more at the bridal and couture level, as it should. There's a very extensive retail network, and fashion sees trends, all the Indian trends, and the quality of the clothes and the way they're cut and made and presented is much better. I mean, the whole industry has gone up. On the flip side, there are many more copiers. There's many more cheesy copies. And in a way, because it's grown so fast, I think the standards at some level have also gone down, unfortunately, The quality of thought and caliber of things, I mean, it was very elitist, but, because of that, things were done in a very special way. And now very often I look at things that people are buying under the guise of being designer, and I'm like, God, that shouldn't even be cheesy ready to wear. So, everything has its good and bad, but it's been a very, it's becoming a very serious industry in the country, and that's good,
But as a designer, you have always maintained a, standard. I mean, your quality, your cuts, your designs have always been great. How have you maintained that?
I don't know any other way, honestly, And no, in fact, I think with us, the standards have gone up. Sometimes you don't have a very inspired season, but actually in terms of the quality of the clothes and the cut and the way they're made, it's just gone up. Because, as you do more, you learn more. And then what was acceptable 2 years back is not acceptable today, And you expose yourself and you see and you get customer feedback. And the most important thing is that the customer has evolved. My earlier customers are now they're world class. They wear, Chanel couture, so some of them. So they really know what quality and fit is, and you're catering to the same customer. I think it's very important to live for your own standards. I wouldn't have been a designer in the first place, and they have to get better, and the stores have to get better, and the service has to get better. The couture, now a lot of our fittings are almost perfect, but we'll do to us. We take the trouble. I want to, at the top end, make sure it's not fashion, it's not just about clothes at the top end. It's about an experience. And I'm very conscious that we have to keep training ourselves to be able to deliver that experience.
So what inspires Tarun Tahiliani?
Right now, standing in front of me, let me tell you. If I could get some fabric and just drape it on you. Nothing like beautiful women. But our incredible heritage, our textiles, my hand embroiderers, I go to museums, and I just drape a lot of fabric. Like this is a draped gown. It's actually something that Shilpa wore, which is here, and it's draped to have the illusion of a sari, but it's cut in a certain way. We've used a lot of Swarovski. They're very subtle details, if you see. Each of these pieces has been soldered on, dot by dot, with a tong. And, we're lucky we live in India, where you still have labor who are willing and happy to do this, and you can create magic.
Your clothes are very Indian, but at the same time, they've got international appeal. And you've constantly maintained that. How do you do that?
Really, because I focus about cut. Sometimes I look at other people's clothes and I think, my God, what is that? Even if you take a sari blouse like she's in, look at the fit of that. Look at the bodice. It's like, sometimes people give to me and say, my God, I feel the same as I feel in a Valentino dress. And I said, thank you. That for me is the real compliment. Because fit, design, you might find it beautiful and I might not, or vice versa. But fit and the way it feels is not a question that's subjective. That's just, it's fabulous or it's not, And I think that's why the clothes have an international appeal, because we learn from that. That's another sari drape over there, in the corner. You just zip it up. And yet it looks, so now a lot of Western women are wearing them and say, my God, we could never wear a sari. We love being in these. We feel so sexy. I think we have to be cognizant of our great heritage and find a way to make that contemporary. And that's how you make it original and also keep it international.
Tell us about this latest collection you've gotten to Dubai.
Well, these are pieces from the current fall-winter. And there's still only some pieces, some spring-summer pieces. So it's, it has representative pieces of the entire collection. it's not one of anything. It's a bit of this, a bit of that. Because our collection's very big. It's 200-300 different pieces. So here, I mean, there are only about 40, 50. We just brought a whole lot of things to see, to test what the vice. Surprisingly, always going for the saris, always going for the tunics. We're just testing because I really want to make a proper and a concerted presence in Dubai at the ready-to-wear, the resort, and the couture level. We want to do it all now. That's why I am really working on this market now. I mean, look at that, Ash, look at that girl in the beige dress. She's wearing something from an older collection. And for me, it's very important that something always looks good. Not be a year old, but to me, it's as fresh as it did a year back, you know.